Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrutyam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tado Jayam Udarehe Nashtaprayeshu Abhatreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttamasloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki Akankarati Vachalam Sangam Langaite Girimet Krupatlamaham Mande Sri Guru Tinataram Paramanandam Nadamam Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam. So we are in first canto, 7th chapter, the son of Drona, punished. So our flow chart of first canto, 7th chapter goes like this. We are currently doing verse number 13 and 14. Death of sons of Pandavas and lamentation. We'll move forward. And this is the picture how the Ashwatthama had been punished and how it happened. All this happens in this chapter. And now currently we do these words. Okay. Yada mrude kaurava srinjayanam.
Yada mridhe kaurava shrinjayanam.
Videshva ato viragatim gateshu.
Vireshvavat atho viragatim gateshu.
Rukodara vidya gata bhima rasha.
Vrikodara vidha gada bhimarsha.
Bhagnoru dande dhritarashtraya putre.
Bhagnoru dande dhritarashtra putre.
Vartu priyam dranur iti sma pashyan.
Partu priyam droniriti isma pashyan.
Krishna Sutanam Swapatam Siramshi.
Krishna Sutanam Swapatam Siramsi.
Upaharad Vipriyam Yevatasya.
Upaharad Vipriya Mevatasya.
Jugushpitam Karma Vigarbhayanti.
Yukupsitam Karma Vigarhayanti.
Thank you, Mataji. Word meaning, translation, and purport by His Divine Grace, Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Yada, when Mrude in the battlefield, Kaurava, the party of Dhritarashtra, Sunjayanam, of the party of the Pandavas, Vireshu of the warriors, Sato thus Vira, Gatim, the destination deserved by the warriors. Gateshu, being obtained. Rukodara, Bhima, the second Pandava. Avidya, bitten, Gada, by the club. Abhimarasha, lamenting, Bhagna, broken, Uru, Dande, spinal cord. Dhritarashtra Putra, the son of King Dhritarashtra. Bhartu of the master, Priyam, pleasing. Drauni, the son of Dronacharya, iti thus shall be. Pashyam, seeing Krishna, Draupadi. Yeah, here, general translators, they might misunderstand here. The word meaning Krishna means actually Draupadi. Sutanam of the sons, Swapatam, while sleeping. Siramsi, heads, Upahara, delivered as a prize. Vipriyam, unpleasing, Eva, like Tasya, his Jaguspitam, most heinous karma act. Vigarhayanti, disapproving. Translation. When the respective warriors of both camps, namely the Kauravas and the Pandavas, were killed in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, and the dead warriors obtained their deserved destinations, and when the son of Dhritarashtra fell down lamenting, his spine broken, being beaten by the club of Bhimasena, the son of Dronacharya, Ashwatthama, beheaded the 5 sleeping sons of Draupadi and delivered the heads as a prize to his master, foolishly thinking that he would be pleased. Duryodhana, however, disapproved of the heinous act, and he was not pleased in the least. Translation. Purport. Transcendental topics of the activities of Lord Sri Krishna in Srimad Bhagavatam begin from the end of the battle at Kurukshetra, where the Lord himself spoke about himself in the Bhagavad Gita. Therefore, both the Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam are transcendental topics of Lord Krishna. The Gita is Krishna Katha, or topics of Krishna, because it is spoken by the Lord, and the Bhagavatam is also Krishna Katha, because it is spoken about the Lord. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted everyone to be informed of both Krishna Kathas by his order. Lord Krishna Chaitanya is Krishna himself in the garb of a devotee of Krishna, and therefore the versions of both Lord Krishna and Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are identical. Lord Chaitanya desired that all who are born in India seriously understand such Krishna Kathas, and then after full realization, preach the transcendental message to everyone in all parts of the world. That will bring about the desired peace and prosperity of the stricken world. Om Tat Sat. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshmurum Militam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakata Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Atapatagamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavamsha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunadanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Cha Vishakam Vitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostume Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhan Sute Devi Pranamame Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhya Eva Cha Patitanam Papanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So these are wonderful words. So 2 verses have been compiled here. We can extract the nectar from this. So in the translation, it is mentioned that when these Kauravas and Pandavas, they gathered in the Kurukshetra by the planning of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and almost all the Kauravas have been vanquished. And now it is time for them to assess how the great Mahabharata had happened, who has been killed, who has been spared, all these things, it is important for us to understand what is the plan of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Here in the translation, it is mentioned that, this Ashwatthama, so he is on the villain side. And, as you all know this story, mercilessly he killed the 5 sons of the Pandavas. And he thought he would please his boss, Mr. Duryodhana. But Duryodhana, he was not pleased. So in the translation, it is mentioned that foolishly thinking, the Ashwatthama, Duryodhana would be pleased. Here, Duryodhana, however, disapproved of the heinous act, and he was not pleased. So why he was not pleased? Because he was a demonic mentality. And see, disrobing Draupadi in the public assembly, that is also a heinous act. But at that time, he did not think it is a very most sinful activity. And now he is thinking it is a sinful activity. So these demons are unable to understand, and it is very difficult to please these kind of demons. So Ashwatthama thought that Duryodhana will be pleased, but it did not happen. So in turn, what happened on the other side? Um, all the Pandavas, they got very angry. They were completely disappointed, and Duryodhana, he was lamenting. At the end of the Kurukshetra, Bhimasena, he, he broke the spine of Duryodhana, and he was also on the deathbed. So this was what actually happened. And in these words, we can learn that how a Vaishnavi should behave. If the same thing happens to us, for example, if somebody kills our just born baby or little grown up baby, should we be keep quiet? So we cannot able to tolerate this situation. At least we would protest, and we would go to the court, and we would see that justice is done, isn't it? But here it didn't happen like that. So actually, all the Pandavas, Arjuna wanted to kill Ashwatthama on the spot. And even in the upcoming verses, you will come to know how Arjuna became very angry, and even he did so many vows to kill Ashwatthama. But Draupadi, the most pious lady, who is a Vaishnavi herself, and she did not believe, she did not accept, because when Arjuna brought him, uh, Draupadi said, he is a Brahmana, and also he is a son of our Acharya, who is a Guru. So here, these are the various considerations which Draupadi had taken. So finally, what happened? Ashwatthama was not killed, but he was almost killed, because he had all his powers in his hair and one of the jewel on the forehead, and that had been taken out by Arjuna, and he became powerless, and he was left like that only. So Supreme Lord Krishna was very angry with him. In this way, Ashwatthama had been punished, and it is learned that he is also still living. Some say that he is somewhere in the Himalayas. Some say that he is somewhere else, but he is still alive. So, but what is the use in being alive? Because he became a powerless, and he became shameful for this heinous act. And here we should learn that how Draupadi exhibited Vaishnava qualities and saved him from death. And all Vaishnavas also, they should learn that they can also able to forgive. This kind of forgiveness act is a wonderful ornament for a Vaishnava. Even Ambrish Maharaj, at the end, he forgave Durvasa Muni. He didn't do any revengeful act against Durvasa Muni. So that is a quality of a Vaishnava. In our day-to-day life also, there may be so many obstacles coming on our way. So it is our quality, Vaishnava quality, that we should forget the most heinous act, and we should forgive the person also, either a devotee or a non-devotee. This kind of a quality we should develop. How does it develop? Means it is in the association of the devotees, and chanting the holy name of the Lord attentively, and doing menial service for their lordships and the Vaishnavas. Automatically one develops this kind of qualities. Coming to the purport, transcendental topics of the activities of Lord Krishna in Srimad Bhagavatam begin from the end of the battle of Kurukshetra. So here Prabhupada emphasizes that we are supposed to teach the glories of Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. Bolo Krishna, Bhajo Krishna, Karo Krishna section. If these three items are done, and there will be all peace in the society. Actually, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted everyone to be informed of both Krishna Kathas by his order. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he himself, actually preached all these to whole world, so that the whole world will be in peaceful condition. Otherwise, there is everywhere chaos. Now we are already in Kali Yuga. In Kali Yuga, very difficult to cooperate, at least between two people. So that is a most troublesome activity. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, actually he wanted everyone to preach. Bolo Krishna. Bolo Krishna means chant Hare Krishna. Bhajo Krishna means worship Krishna. Taro Krishna Siksha means you first learn and you spread the glories of the holy name of the Lord and Krishna Katha. And Bharata Bhumile Haya Manusha Janmayara Janma Sartaka Kari Kara Paravopakara. They are like that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu mentioned. It is in Adi Lila 9.41. So the purport of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's instruction is, everyone who has taken birth as a human being in the land of India. India has a previous name as Bharatavarsha. So every Indian should make his life successful and work for the benefit of all other people. Janma Sartaka Kari. First, you realize yourself, you agree that you are not the body, you are the soul, and you are Dasudas Anudas, and Krishna is the Supreme Lord. You realize this fact, okay? And that is called the Janma Sartaka Kari. Then Kara Para Upakara. Then you help all others. So this is the magnanimity of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is expressed in this way. It is very important words. So although Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was born in Bengal, all the Bengalis therefore have a special duty towards him. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is addressing not only Bengalis, but all the inhabitants of the India. It is in the land of India that actual human civilization started, like Indus Valley civilization. This is the most holiest place in the world. Even Parikshit Maharaj, and for his grandson, it has been divided. Earlier, the Europe and India, this land had been divided and given for the ruling. Otherwise, previously, Yudhishthira Maharaj was ruling the whole world, keeping Hastinapur, New Delhi, as a capital. And there used to be only one king, and there used to be so many Samantarajas. But over a period of time, all have been divided, and so many flags have been increased, and it is only simply for the sake of expansion. So many countries have been divided. So in this way, the dharma has been getting reduced step by step. Now, there is a wonderful verse which I would like to present to you. There is a Vaishnava song. You would have heard all this Vaishnava song. This is from Nagara Kirtan. It means Kirtan in the city. Nadiya Godrame Nityananda Mahajan Patiya Chenna Mahata Jiberakar. Very famous and sweet song. We'll go with the translation. In Nadia Godraman, the great soul, Lord Nityananda, has opened a marketplace to sell the holy name to all the conditioned souls. He said, oh, my brothers, by the Lord's command, I ask this charity of you. Because Nityananda, he was asking a charity. A charity is not for giving any donation here. So he is requesting, Bolo Krishna, Bhajo Krishna, Karo Krishna section. That means please chant Krishna. That is the one aspect. Worship Krishna. That is second aspect. Third one is learn and teach about Krishna. This is what Lord Nityananda is requesting all of us. Then chant Krishna's name without offense. Accept Krishna as your mother. Accept Krishna as your father. Accept Krishna as your wealth and your life. This is what Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita. Then give up all sins. Make Krishna your whole world. Be merciful to all souls. chant Krishna's names. That is the essence of all religion. So this is a song by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So in this way, Lord has given, Nityananda has given direct instruction that we should worship Krishna. Bolo Krishna, Bhajo Krishna, Karo Krishna Siksha. So here, I'd like to just play 3 minutes of Srila Prabhupada's message. We can attentively hear.
Everywhere is Krishna's kingdom. Sarvaloka Maheswaram. He is the proprietor. Everywhere. So if you be in Krishna consciousness, so wherever you may be, you will be with Krishna. And as soon as you remain with Krishna, you are now not living within this material world. You are living in the spiritual world. So, especially I request Indians, as it is ordered by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that Bharat Bhumite Manusya Janmo Hile. Anyone who has taken birth on the holy land of Bharatvarsha, India, Janma Sarthak kare. Just make your life successful by Krishna consciousness and preach it. This is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's order. So, if you take it, he will be happy, your neighbors will be happy, the world will be happy. And Krishna Katha means to present Krishna as he is. Don't misinterpret by just like some rascals do. Even a great scholar, known all over the world practically, in scholarly circle, and he has practically vilified Krishna by so-called scholarship. Now he is suffering. He has lost himself. We have practically seen. So that is a great offense to vilify saintly persons or God. That's great offense. So read Bhagavad Gita as it is, present it as it is. Then your life is successful.
So in this way, Srila Prabhupada also has requested all of us, whatever Nityananda Prabhu has requested, Prabhupada did the same. Even our Guru Maharaj also says the same thing. Bola Krishna, Bhaja Krishna, Karo Krishna Siksha. If these three things are done, and the whole world will be in peaceful, at least those who have already connected for Krishna consciousness, and their life will be successful. Okay, so in this way, this verse is very apt, very much useful for us, and there is no strict regulations like that. You should take so many things to take for preach Krishna consciousness. It's very easy, and you don't have to convene a separate class and gather so many people to give this class. So whatever you read, whatever you heard from Parampara, you just repeat it, and that's it, so that people can take to this Krishna consciousness. Thank you very much. Vandara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Hare Krishna. I keep it open if you have any questions or comments.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam Prabhu.
Dandavat.
Thank you very much for this nice class. Early morning we heard Srila Prabhupada's Vani also.